Yo, it's the In Between the Lines podcast. I'm Shamar. That's Jay. You are the Pod Squad. Welcome into another episode. Thanks for liking, commenting, and subscribing. And we got some news going on right now, Jay. It's hot in New York right now, man.
Yes,
What's going on in there?
Yes, sir. But don't spend the people. I'm pretty sure they see your outfit. We definitely gonna touch that. Happy New Year, people. Clearly.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Mar's still celebrating. Look at his clothes.
Oh, man. You know, it feels good for 2025.
I hear that, man.
Keep stay alive.
It's gonna be a big year, bro.
In the words of my great man, Jay, stay alert, stay alive.
Hell yeah. Oh, you live with that. That shit work, bro. All right, so listen, man. I don't want to start the year like this, but we had some real troubling shit going on in New York State Prison, Marcy Correctional Facility in New York. Mr. Robert Brooks, an inmate, was brutally beaten by 13 correctional officers, and there was one nurse involved. Shameful act. I think these individuals need to be prosecuted for attempted murder, in my opinion. Again, forget the accountability. This is a whole culture within that particular jail that they need to definitely change, because the people that's involved, this ain't the first time they've been accused of brutality against inmates. So clearly something need to be addressed, but at the same time too, like they need like an outside counsel, relating to these prisons, because it's too many lawsuits coming in out of the prison, number one, and the brutality is at an all-time high, bro. And even some of the living situations within these prisons is trifling, bro. It's insane, inhumane.
Oh, it's definitely inhumane. And one of the things that when you talk about living situations, one of the things I think prisons need to do is go back into control of the states, take out these for-profit prisons and everything. Because I think one of the things we need to bring back is rehab facilities where you can actually get your diploma, you can get a trade or something like that. Like rehabilitation centers should be actually a rehabilitation center. You should get an opportunity to make a living when you come out and not just in there doing nothing and just working out. Like the opportunity to grow your mind in these prisons have dwindled away,
decreased.
Yeah, and I think that's a big issue that definitely needs to be addressed. But as far as the brutality goes, I think it starts at the culture too. I think we as a people got to respect ourselves in order for other people to respect us as well. So when I say that, I'm not dismissing that the fact that what they did was wrong and it definitely needs to be accounted for. What I'm saying is how people treat us and how people look at us is a thing of a reflection of how we treat ourselves and how we look at ourselves. And until I think as a society, we need to look at ourselves better and do better, other people ain't going to look better. We're going to continuously have marches and talk about how police treat us, how corrections officers treat us, how society treats us when we don't treat ourselves correct. And I think that's where all our focus needs to be, in, as well as, them doing better. But we have to do better first, and it got to start with us. In order for somebody to respect you, you got to respect yourself. You got to show self-respect in order to get respect. And I think that's a major key for it. But again, I'm not dismissing none of that. The video is bad. The situation seems bad. What did the nurse do?
I just think she played a role in it because it was in the examination room of the facility. So her being there, her presence, and not stepping up or saying anything.
White is a woman nurse or
woman nurse. She's
not gonna step in.
Well, I mean, here's the thing: you got a voice, So at that point,
was it audio? Something. I didn't see audio in the video.
No, it was no audio. Just the video itself. It was on the body cam. But again, say something. That's your voice. Say something.
And body cam. It wasn't like a facility camera. It was body cam.
Body cam.
Oh man,
that's insane.
Yeah.
So you're getting it live, literally, like, you know what I'm saying? But again, just the beating from that magnitude to severity where the man loses life. We already know that beating had to be very intense. It had to be. They definitely crossed the line several times during the incident. Literally picking the man up, slamming down on the examination table repeatedly, choking him out. The man had swollen testicles. Why? Y'all kicking him in his balls? Like you fucking with his genitals? Some weird shit. Pause. As the details come out and it shows more and more of the graphic details of it, man, and yeah, they need to be charged with attempted murder, bro.
Yeah.
And then
we also need the context of the situation as well, but definitely need to be charged with at least assault and everything and attempted murder. I don't know if they were trying to kill him. Like assault is like trying to kill him.
Honestly, because there's a culture from what's been said about this facility, it's just what they do.
Oh, well, it's New York. Grimy in, grimy out. Like that's what I said. Like the culture breeds what's going on in there. So you can't be. Honestly, I don't think you could be nice when you try to control.
I'm gonna say this too.
Nice people.
Let me say this.
I think you have to have aggression in you.
I mean, I get all that, But understand this too, though. That's still a life. And let me just say, and there's some real shit right here. What I really don't like from people, and where the disappointment comes from me, why the fuck is 13 people in there being followers? That's one thing I don't suggest for nobody. Do your own thing is always my motto. And don't follow behind nobody. So nobody in there had the courage not only to say something, but to go along with that. Yeah, I really got a problem with that.
Yeah, but like police had, like, just like a gang on the street, the police is a gang too. So like I said, I don't know if he did anything to a specific corrections officer, because once you do something to one, they all pile up on you, just like a regular gang type thing. You know what I mean? But they're held to a different standard than street people and everything. But in the end, you're human, so people make mistakes. If it is a mistake, it definitely shouldn't go unchecked.
But here's the reality. So when they punch out and go home, I bet they ain't moving in the streets like that. That's what fucks with me too.
Nah, some of them are. Did you hear about the boy, the corrections officer that killed the boy down in DMV? I was just at this place down in the DMV. It was the old BET soundstage. It's called something else now. And boy was a correction officer. Got into an argument inside the bar. And this happened 3 weeks ago.
The bar?
Outside the bar where it is. The thing. Come outside and pops the boy. And then goes live and does it. It's crazy. And he's a corrections officer, licensed to carry. So some of them, like I said, some of them do. They grew up in that, so they still have that aggression. They're just trying to get a check just like anybody else. You know what I mean?
So
I don't know if they're not moving. My point is, I don't know how they move it outside.
I ain't buying that shit, bro. I'm not buying that shit, bro. I know too many. I'm not buying that shit, bro. I'm just not. And honestly, these decent motherfuckers, the whole point of it is, don't be no follower, bro. If you know something's wrong, just step up and just say something. You ain't got to dive in, but say something or remove yourself. Don't be no part of that shit. Don't have because honestly, that's your character too, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's the shit that I really got a problem with. That you'll stand there and watch this shit. Well, if you're there, you might as well participate. And if you don't want to participate, why the fuck you there? So you going along with the shit anyway. Nah, I can't fuck with that neighbor, bro. I ain't gonna follow, bro. I'm gonna do my own thing all the time.
I hear that. But like I said, you got to see the context of what happened and everything, and it'll all come out and everything. But they definitely should be held accountable.
Arrested. They should be arrested.
But so you mean even the people watching?
The 13.
Like how many was actually? Because I looked at the video.
Involved total, it's 14. 13.
I mean, but how many was actually laying hands on him?
I can't. Well, according to the video, everybody had a little role. It's like taking turns, bro. Watch the video. It's like they take turns.
I watched it briefly.
But don't get me wrong. Some motherfuckers were standing around watching this shit. The whole point of it is, bro, if you gonna stop that nonsense that they doing, or get the fuck out of here, because you gonna be a part of that shit whether you participate or not. You just standing there. You might as well go fucking dive in and fuck the boy up too. In all reality, but at the end of the day too, you have a choice to say, yo, this ain't the way, bro. This ain't cool. The boy handcuffed, bro.
Behind his back, or
behind his like this, Martin. Look at the video. He's handcuffed, bro. They slamming the bull up and down on the fucking table, choking him, kicking him. Like, bro, what the fuck is this shit, bro? They need to be charged with fucking murder.
Yeah. And like I said, it's
trifling, bro. That ain't
trifling,
the way, bro.
That ain't trifling,
bro. That's
definitely trifling. He should. I believe he was in there for attempted murder on his girlfriend, stabbing her in the chest.
Yeah, I'm aware of that.
And everything like that. So who knows? You know what I mean? Maybe it could have been her family. I don't know. How long he been in there? I don't know.
I don't know. I just know this. Do the fuck better, bro. That ain't the way. And since we in the state of New York,
do better both ways.
Yeah, I'm talking about everybody individually. Come on, man. At some point, like I say, man, if you want to be a factor out here, man, in the world, to me, in my opinion, man, just do your own thing, man. Don't affiliate yourself with no bullshit, no nonsense. Continue to always, if you are, be genuine, be honest, and just keep it a bean, bro. You know what I'm saying? Depending on a slides your way of maybe some success or just some flat out good luck, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Well, definitely shout out to and prayers up to
his family, bro.
Him and his family. I think he had a kid too.
Yeah, family, bro. The man got 43 years old. Named Robert Brooks. The man has family, bro. Mm-hmm. You know, and since we in New York, there's some real goofy shit going on in New York right now. And I do want to say that the people in New York City, kudos for them protesting that fucking devilish act of crime. The people in New York City is marching on the behalf of this boy Robert Brooks, showing some care, man, and also hopefully get behind the walls and try to change the system, man, because that shit going on behind them prison walls ain't the fuck right, bro. That ain't how you treat a fucking prisoner. Give a fuck what he did.
Yeah, that ain't going. You can march all you want. That ain't going to change.
Hey, it's a start, bro.
Ain't gonna change.
Well, I'll tell you.
You ever
what.
seen
Oh no, hold on.
You ever seen
Hold on. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what has changed, and I just read this. Governor came down, fired the motherfucking superintendent. All 14 of them people involved has already been fired. So I picture you like this. We know how workplaces go. Now everybody talking. Motherfucker don't want to get fired, especially when they got all that, pensions and shit like that attached to that. They don't want to lose everything. Who the fuck you go home and tell your family? You got caught up, dickhead. You see what I'm saying? Like when again, in that kind of situation, it's easier for you to probably sit there and say, yo, that shit y'all doing ain't cool. I don't want no part of it. Let me get the fuck away from y'all. Because I'm not getting caught up in y'all shit. But I do like the fact that because this shit did get as big as come on, man, don't start, man. Come on, man, you didn't see that. But anyway, man, that it got as big as it did. The governor came down there on Monday, swooped in, and started flipping that shit around. That's a start.
Nah.
That's a start.
Ain't gonna start nothing but a temporary
I get all that.
slow down. It's gonna get back to it. Because like I said, aggression meets aggression. Like if you're aggressive in there, you're gonna get aggression in it. And I have CEOs that come in here that tell us stories all the time of how as long as you don't bother them and you okay and we won't bother you and everything like that. So like I said, the only time aggression comes is when aggression comes to us. So
see, I can't. This is why I can't fuck with that, Mark. So when you say that, it's fucked up. Here's why. Ain't no aggression if the fucking man's handcuffed. Where's the aggression, Mark?
Before that, I don't know.
Well, that's bullshit, bro. The video shows that, bro.
But did the video show him getting handcuffed? Did the video show him in the cell? That's what I'm saying. Like, it's context to it. I don't know that. But we just going off of what the short video shows.
Man, listen, wasn't that short? Listen, Mark, listen. Fuck that. Like, I can't believe you said that, but okay. I'm gonna tell you something. At the end of the day, whether you a cop out on the street or even in there, if you don't feel threatened or think you in harm's way, especially in a man with handcuffs, you need to properly do the right fucking thing. So from what we witnessed with our eyes watching this fucking video, Mark, nobody did that. Because again, now you're using unnecessary force. He's handcuffed, bro. Look at the video, y'all. Ain't gonna lie. So hold on, Mark. So and if you look at the man, he's a slight guy. I'm looking at the correction officer in there. All them niggas look like they eat a loaf of bread a day. So in saying that, bro, they devoured the little dude. It don't matter what it don't matter what he did.
Again.
It's not the fuck right. It's not conduct. And again, if anything, bro, again, y'all motherfuckers need to be charged with murder.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with you, Jay. I just told you stories of actual correction officers who come in here. That's not the correction officers that was there.
But look what your quote within that, what you said.
What I'm saying, aggression meets aggression.
Okay, no aggression if you got them handcuffs, Mark. That's the point.
No,
that's what I'm saying.
But you got in handcuffs for a reason. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, now you
aggression. Yes, I agree, Jay. The aggression needs to stop there. What I'm saying is,
and it didn't.
But as humans, we can. When you get aggressive, you don't. Unfortunately, you can't control it. You can't control it.
No,
that's why
you lost me.
I didn't lose you. That's
if the man is sitting in handcuffs, this all the fuck you got to do. Sit there and shut the fuck up, and y'all can just stand there.
Agreed.
Okay, so when you talk about, I don't give a fuck if he stands up, Mark.
I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about the instance of when he was there. I'm talking about what led up to what we didn't see.
It don't matter.
It to them it mattered. That's what I'm saying. To them it mattered.
It should beat a man to death.
To them it mattered. I'm not saying it's right. I'm telling you just how humans work.
Now you talking corporate because you dress like corporate.
I'm not talking corporate. I'm talking just how the streets were.
That streets don't work. That's not true.
If you could just beat up a guy or you could shoot a guy, which one is worse?
Mark. First of all,
the reason why aggression, like human nature in the United States is aggressive. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying we don't know what led up to it, so I would like to know. And I'm not saying that justifies anything when he was in handcuffs. What I'm saying is all we've seen is from the handcuffs on. Yeah. And yes, it doesn't matter about that. I totally agree with you. What I'm saying is aggression means aggression. Like, what did he do before that? Doesn't matter that he was in handcuffs. They should have stopped. They shouldn't have been there. I agree with that. My point, what I was making is correction officers usually don't get aggressive with you. In general, this is what corrections officers tell me. That I have a lot that come in here unless you get aggressive with them. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
That's a fair statement. Now, from what?
Because all they want to do is go home. They just want to catch a check and go home.
And I respect that. This is the point where we didn't agree. Once we seen that man in handcuffs, and as soon as they was attached to him, they should have stopped.
I agree with you.
Somebody in that room, don't 13, 14 motherfuckers in that room, somebody should have said, that's unnecessary now.
Yes.
And that's my issue. It ain't one fucking person in there with some fucking heart that's going to sit there and say, listen, bro, we doing too much. Let's not let this shit get out of hand. Nobody had that state of mind, which tells me that's a culture within that fucking building. Because you got correction officers that won't even participate in shit like that.
Yeah.
Like you just spoke of. They ain't fucking with that because ain't nobody fucking with them. And they don't feel threatened. You see what I'm saying? There's no way he could make anybody feel threatened in fucking handcuffs sitting on the examining table. So in just saying all that, that's the culture part of it that clearly is something that's going on behind that jail repeatedly, bro. Clearly. Because there's not one motherfucker in there that's going to sit there and say, all right, we don't want to kill him. Even if you say it jokingly. It ain't one motherfucker in there that sit there and say, all right, we don't want to kill this motherfucker. Nobody even said that. It was just
we don't know. We didn't hear the voice. We didn't hear the audio.
Okay, well, apparently they didn't hear him because they killed him. How about that?
I mean, they could have just not listened.
Okay, that too. But the reality is this. That's the bottom line. The man died from the intense beating. So in just saying that, man, it's just, that bothers me that ain't nobody got the heart to sit there within that situation to do the right thing. Be like, yo, this shit ain't worth us our time, bro. It's just not. Or, I don't know who exactly participated, but there's one motherfucker that walked out and away from that shit knowing that shit was fucked up. Problem with that, man. I'm not gonna sit there and watch a woman or a young man get beat the fuck up. I'm not doing that, bro. I need to try to break that shit up before somebody get hurt. Or just say, yo, there's a better way, man. Like, talk that shit through, but come on, this is going too far. Where somebody might lose their life, bro. I seen too much of that shit in them projects, bro. I'm good. I ain't saying I'm healed, nigga, but I'm good. Like, at some point, you gotta be like, listen, that's the environment I grew up in. That don't mean it has to continue to spiral.
That's the whole point I said. It starts with our culture first.
But it'll take me just as a decent human being to sit there and say, all right, that's unnecessary. And I'm cool with that. I will do that. Now, whether they stop or whatever, this, that, and third, I can't control that. But I will sit here and say, bro, no, you ain't gonna beat that motherfucker with me standing here, man. It ain't even worth it. I try to separate them motherfuckers every opportunity I get because it ain't worth it, bro. So, again, going back to them correction officers, it wasn't one motherfucker that decided to say that and nobody had a thought enough to say that shit was unnecessary. Yeah. Or remove themselves, man. Shame on them motherfuckers. They all need to be charged. I know they all got fired, but that ain't enough. Keep me in the vein. That ain't enough, bro.
Yeah, you really feel strongly about it, and then I'm with you. They definitely I don't know if everybody, but like I said, I didn't hear the audio, but whoever was put the beating, like, yeah, they definitely need to be charged. Like the nurse standing there, the woman, I don't know if she needs to be charged. What the woman going to do with corrections officer and everything? So, but I get your point, and I agree with it.
Horrible, man. Horrible.
Definitely.